And then there is another one.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on? How you doing? I am Wavy. Hope everyone's doing well out there, getting your year started off on the right note. Been appreciating everybody that's been pulling up, showing support to the videos. Finally got to the 300 milestone mark on the channel. So yeah, man, I'm proud of that one right there. Wave going, just continue going on. All right. If you've been keeping up with the election as we go into this election year, you know that a lot of people on both sides have been and are continuing to question whether Joe Biden can make it through another presidential term. And a lot of people are being thrown around that the Democrats would like to see. I mean, people would like Joe Biden. That's probably what we're going to end up getting, another Trump Joe Biden. But I've heard people question Gavin Newsom. I've even heard like crazy things like The Rock and Oprah and even Michelle Obama. And that's what I'm going to cover in this. But let's get to a couple of the clips.
You know, I've been in several campaigns in the past. If I were advising President Biden, I'd advise him to do several things. First, he has to engage those people who haven't been traditionally engaged, but who were part of his base. Black voters, young black voters in particular, young people in general, Arab Americans, people who have some concern about some of his policies. He needs to be directly talking to them. Everybody in that church will vote for Joe Biden, no doubt, except for the 4 or 5 people who protested. But everybody in that church is going to vote for him. So he's not really winning any converts there. He needs to be talking to the people who aren't necessarily going to be voting for him. But, you know, then secondly, there has to be some more policy adjustments, too. People are concerned about some issues, about student loans. They're concerned about Gaza, Justice and Policing Act.
Yeah, so pretty much Joe Biden's got to switch it up. And a lot of names have been thrown out there. Gavin Newsom, like I said. But I want to just get into, you know, we have the big Michelle Obama interview where she's saying that she's terrified about the future of the country and the things that matter. Could we possibly see a Michelle Obama versus Donald Trump? Now, personally, I think that she's popular, and a lot of the uninformed people would automatically vote for her. But just check Obama had a bad track record during his presidential term, okay, in terms of economy. Joe Biden, the same thing. And some people might even say Obama is the puppet master to what's going on with Biden. And he's the one really directing the show. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know. But would we want 4 to 8 more years of that again? That same regime that the Obamas want? Now, I just, you know, all of this is just speculation. This is just things that, you know, I'm thinking about. But let's check it out. Let's check out the clip.
We need an adult in the White House. So if a candidate is erratic and threatening, if a candidate traffics in prejudice, fears, and lies on the campaign trail, if a candidate thinks that not paying taxes makes you smart, or that it's good business when people lose their homes, if a candidate regularly and flippantly makes cruel and insulting comments about women, about how we look, how we act, well, sadly, that's who that candidate really is. We need an...
Yeah, and I think that the uninformed masses, if this were to happen, which I don't think it would, but if it were, I think that they would vote for it. Now, do I think that she would win? No, I don't. I don't think that she has enough political experience. And yes, Trump, this and that, but Trump was an outlier. Like, it's not everyone that's going to come in and do that. You know, we've even seen these career-long politicians that can't get it right. You know, look at some of these districts. You know, we got Nancy Waters hooting and hollering, and look at her district. You know, but let's continue. So Michelle Obama says she's terrified about potential outcome of 2024 election. Former First Lady. Oh, let me just bring this in a little bit. All right. Former First Lady Michelle Obama said she's terrified about the potential outcome of the 2024 election. She thinks about things like what's going to happen in this next election. I'm terrified about what could possibly happen because our leaders matter. who we select, who speaks for us, who holds that bully pulpit. It affects us all in ways sometimes I think people take for granted. All right, and she appeared on the Jay Shahidi or Shetty podcast. All right, now there were a lot of parts about this. I'm gonna get to this part because, like I said, a lot of people started speculating. Oh, well, would she run? I think as of right now, maybe Biden's a little bit better for the Democrats than Michelle Obama. But like I said, she has a lot of popularity. Okay, she would have the woman vote. She would have the black vote, the black women vote. She would have so many voting categories that maybe Biden can't get. She might even get the young people, because maybe young people, would pick a Michelle Obama over a Donald Trump. I don't know.
Are we moving at all fast enough? What are we doing about education? Are people going to vote? And why aren't people voting? Are we too stuck to our phones? I mean, those are the things that keep me up, because you don't have control over them. And you wonder, where are we in this? Where are our hearts? What's going to happen in this next election? I am terrified about what could possibly happen, because our leaders matter. Who we select, who speaks for us.
Now, she says the leaders matter, and so is she pretty much saying she doesn't believe in Joe Biden maybe the same way that she did in 2020? Because now, if Joe Biden right now is the president and is going to be the incumbent, you think that she just doesn't sound like if she's supporting him. She's saying our leaders matter and this and that matters. Like, to me, she should be saying Joe Biden matters. I mean, if she's out there, trying to help his campaign. But maybe I'm thinking something else.
Who holds that bully pulpit? It affects us in ways that sometimes I think people take for granted. The fact that people think that government, does it really even do anything? And I'm like, oh my God. Does government do everything for us? And we cannot take this democracy for granted.
Government does not do everything for us. Government needs to take just the amount of tax money that they need to do what they have to do, and that's it. They don't need to be controlling everything. I need government about this much in my life. Like, I don't need them to house me, to feed me, to clothe me, to give me this, give me that. I don't need it. So I don't need much government, besides the infrastructure and make sure that the roads and the, all that, this, that, and the third. But other than that, what do I need government in my life for? Just figuring out new ways how to find me for shit.
And sometimes are we moving?
But, that is a communist, and whatever you want to think. I mean, we've seen how it went under Obama. But as the saying goes, show me who your friends are and I'll show you who you are. The Obamas, whatever, politically and all that, whether you think that they have accomplished a lot or have not accomplished a lot, whatever. I'm talking about now something that I just want to remind people of, okay, that this woman said something about someone who has already been convicted and found guilty 100 times over of being a heinous individual, and listen to her.
I want to start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. Harvey.
Now, I hope I don't get hit with the copyright for this.
This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend.
Sorry, I'm trying to break it up so I don't get slammed.
And just a powerhouse. And the fact that he and his team took the time to make this happen for all of you should say something not about me or about this place, but about you.
So what does that say about her? But if you stuck around this long in the video, as always, I'd appreciate it if you drop a like, join the conversation. Let me see. And, if you enjoy the content over here, hit the subscribe button because, yeah, we just gonna keep on. Wave gonna continue crashing out. It's a big year, election year, and this kind of is one of my interests. And without that, let me get to my last clip.
The nature of this administration is good for us. Because of Trump's way, he is an anomaly. There's never been no president quite like Mr. Trump. There's something that he's doing. Trump is destroying every enemy that was an enemy of our rise. Who's the enemy of our rise? Is it the Department of Justice, where we get none? Is it Congress, where you make a law that favors us and then you turn around and destroy it? Is it the media that has destroyed every black leader that stood up for us? Martin Luther King suffered it. Malcolm suffered it. He's attacking the media, calls it fake news. We have been the victims of some fake news.
Yes.
He's beating up the FBI. Go at it, baby.
Yeah.
They've been beating the hell out of us ever since J. Edgar Hoover and the county.
Y'all heard the Honorable Farrakhan. All right, y'all be easy, stay wavy.